live and direct. Na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh yeah. Oh na 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 na. Nah, no turning back, no never. Cause I was born to win, and they can say whatever. Never gonna get me down, no turning back, no never. Cause I was born to win, and they can say whatever. Never gonna get me down. My life is like an open book. Say sorry line and come and take a look. The rocky road, still I can't carry your load, yeah. Trying my troubles to the most high. It's our rest, guide and preserve I. Every way, again not a fret. So turning back, no never. Cause I was born to win, and they can say whatever. Gonna get me down, no turning back, no never. Born to win. Anybody here? We're gonna get me down. Oh yeah, it's life. I'm forever grateful. Make that come my way. Yeah. A bit strong. Yeah, I gotta be strong. A true survivor. That's what I am. No, never. Because I was born to win. Say whatever. Never gonna get me down. I'm here, live and direct. I'm back. We're gonna talk about the love this morning. We're gonna talk about love. Isn't it something more, a subject more natural to talk about than love? Than love, l'amour divin, the divine love. You know, the divine love. That's what I'm going to talk to you about today, the divine love. Do you hear me good? I don't know. It seems to have a weak signal, that thing. No, it's good. Not that there's many people here to hear me talk about love. I know that it's not a subject that too many people talk about, the unconditional love, l'amour divin, the divine love. So I don't, I don't hold back when it comes to love. You know, we shouldn't. And to feel, you know, that's what I marked. Love, the key to the inner realm. And to me, that's a bit what it is. I'm gonna explain you why I say that. Because once you get in touch with the love, the divine love, you know, that's something very, very profound that I experience right now. It's that love, that unconditional love that you feel, that you try to emphasize every day. You know, you feel it, you know it's there. I know what is unconditional love. There's no condition to it. So that's what I gotta be. I gotta cultivate that unconditional love. But that's hard, especially in a world that you don't get this back from people too much. You don't get the unconditional love back, but you get it from the divine. You get, you know, that's how I see it. I see it as I'm doing the divine work, okay, the divine work, and that's where I gotta have a communication with, like with the divine love, and keep feeding it and keep make it brew inside and come out. Because many people, it's our case, and many of us is we think we have an idea of what love is. I thought I had an idea what love was. But it's just there's a veil in front of our love or something, and it becomes a love that is very conditional. You become very conditional at one point with your love. I have experienced it. Now that I experienced the other, the real, the one love, if you want to say it, I think there's probably, only one universal love, one love. That's the divine love. And that's the stuff we have to get in touch with. Not easy. It's not easy. We've been all programmed into the madness and stuff. But to get in touch with that unconditional love, love, that divine inspiration, that love that push you to do to carry on, that love is an enormous power, and that's where all the power lays. To me, it's in this love frequency. I don't. It's hard to explain, even with word, what love is. Because love can be many things, can be a smile, can be a kiss, can be all this can be. We have to show it the love, that's for sure. But there's also a frequency, something that I feel that is coming right from the divine channel. I'm explaining you this the way I see it, the way I feel it, in my words. Like I say, English is not my first language, but I explain it to you the best way I can. So that's it. I feel like there's a connection towards that divine force. That divine force, and that force is the love. That force is the love that can carry us all. That's how I see it. It's really a power that we have inside of us. We all have that power of love, but only few of us uses it. That's the thing. The real power of the unconditional love, the divine love, we're not talking about conditional love and love for your loved ones or stuff like that. It's not the same love as when you say I love you to someone. I'm not talking about that same love. That love, I don't think and even that say I love you to someone feels weird a bit for me. I prefer say I want you. I love you. So the love for me is I think I had a wrong conception of what was love, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it all by myself here, like with just my conscience. And there's stuff that is not coming true totally, like saying I love you to people. I know I love people, but I mean, it's more the love, the divine love for me is more a force, something that is in each and every one of us. And once we turn to the good side, once we let go of our evil ways, it's easy to get connect with that force. But we have to let go of the evil ways. We have to really keep a pure heart and pure vibes and let this love travel through us and up and down and in and out. And so for that, you got to be very not, you can't have a shell. You have to be very natural and very, like when I said keep it real and simple with a divine intent, that's what it is. It shouldn't be complicated to talk about love, to feel love, to show love. Like it's real and simple, and that's what we are. That's what we are. Also, love. I am everything that love has to offer. I want to offer love to everything. That's that's all I have. I have no hate. No. I try not to. I try not to have hate, not to have bad vibes or bad feelings coming true, because this is not what I want to experience. I want to experience the divine love, the love that can carry me with my dreams, with my goals, with my, and I think once I'm going to attach fully to that force, it's really going to give me strength. Also, it gives you strength. It gives you, like, a lot of people will come along also to give you strength, and that's the same divine love. That divine love is inside you, is inside me. Is it? So if we operate with that divine love all together, we can do magic. Can do magic with our life. That's the thing. But that's the magic we miss. The magic is there for those who are willing to see. If you're willing to see it, there's magic in the world. Sorry, I almost choked. There's magic in the world for those who are willing to see. I talk too much. Before I was singing too much, I choke with my saliva. I was singing and I start to choke. That's what it is when you talk too much. But I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to let out, because I've been brewing all this stuff inside for a while, and for sure, at one point, it's you travel inside, in your inner realm, and you battle the demons inside for a while, and then it's got to come out. There's some things got to come out of this. It's good to meditate, like I was saying yesterday in the video. It's good. Meditation is very good, but if nothing comes out of your meditation, why are you meditating for? But that's what they want us to be, on the numb state, to meditate all our life with our leg crossed, and that nothing come out of this. You are alive. I am alive right now in flesh. I have a voice. I can do things. I can move. That means I got to be into action. I got to put my work in motion. I know that. But for that, it takes effort, takes dedication, takes will, takes more than material things. It takes the whole, the love, the divine love, everything you need, all these good stuff to be able to carry on and with abandon, with full presence and abandon and power. Also, you don't want to meet life and shrink, and no, you want to bring that love inside, let it out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and really, that's what you vibrate. You vibrate love, and you vibrate the good. That's what we gotta be on the higher vibe, and that love can help you get to that higher vibe. It's the key to that inner realm. That you want to. We all have demons inside, but you're gonna cure them with love. That's what I'm saying. The moment you let yourself go to that divine love, to that divine inspiration, and you don't hold back, you don't care about what people think of you, about what you say or what you talk about, you're gonna be carried on for sure. But it's up to you. Me, I'm willing to, to put some substance inside, and substance is the love. So much vibe, style, and substance. I was telling you the other day that the substance is the love. We must put that substance inside. It's not only put it inside, but keep it on. Keep it on, keep it burning, keep it alive. And electric Cindy is here. Abundance is everything. Yeah, yeah. And abundance is there for those who are willing to get it also. Like the dream life, or the life without worries, without suffer. Because we all would like to get up one day and not have to worry about our freaking bills and shit and just live. We're all in the system. Me, I would like to get up one day and not have to worry about the little things in life that takes me out, so that I can focus on the big things. But this is what happened to us. The little things takes us out. Our bills, our worries, our kids, what happened in school. All this takes us out. But I would like to get up one day without little worries, so I can really... I'm getting there. I've designed in my life so I have less worries possible. But I would like to get to a point where, it's just free mind, completely free mind, that you can really focus on your stuff, and without being distracted by thoughts, or, because the distraction can be your thoughts also. The distraction can come in many, many different ways. And if you don't recognize where you can be distracted, either with your bad thoughts or stuff, or your worries, or the worries of life can take you out, for sure. So you got to be really... dedicated to acquire focus. I think that's the best thing you can do, is just because there's not much I can do other than taking action. Like, I can talk about all those vibes, all those great things that I feel, but if I want to keep feeling them, I got to keep taking action also. I cannot say, oh, I have done this, now I'm going to wait, and something's going to happen eventually. Someone's going to see me. Ça marche pas de même, là. I don't wait for someone to rescue me. I want to do the divine work, and really in the way that I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. I don't need to be scooped out. I don't want to be scooped out. I need to figure it out. I need to figure out life, what life is all about. And that's what I want. I'm willing to crawl through shit, to take my time, to take it easy, to take it at the timing that it's necessary for it to happen, without rushing it, without having all kinds of expectation around. Just be in the day, in the moment, doing what is necessary for me to rise, to keep rising, to keep elevating my vibration until I freaking levitate. That's what I want. I want to levitate. I'm sure I can fly, like Cindy said. I'm sure I can fly. For sure we can fly. They say only eagles can fly. I'm telling you, it's bullshit. You can fly if you want. You can have wings. You can fly. Just start attaching yourself to the divine love, to the good stuff in life, to the start taking action. You're gonna have wings. Come on, you're gonna go places you've never been before. I've never came here, but I'm here now. Boom, live and direct. It's a boom thing. We must keep it booming. Yeah, yeah. But it's up to us to keep it booming. No one else but me will make it the booming, and make it something magnificent. We all have something magnificent inside that's just waiting to come out. You can tell me you're You're nothing. You're like me in flesh with a heart of gold and a mind of a warrior. So you should be able to face life and survive in Babylon. Babylon is rough, but we're tougher than Babylon. I'm tougher than Babylon. I've been here for. Sorry, talk too much. I've been here for a long time. I'm a survivor. So they're not going to take me down. You know, if I've survived that long and yapping my mouth like this, and I've always been a big go-getter and stuff. So no, it's meant to happen. You know, at one point, with enough action, with enough dedication, and enough love put into it, it cannot not happen. I cannot conceive that. I cannot conceive that I've been put here with all this love, with all this glory, with this paradise around me, with this beautiful people like you, and life don't want us to win. Come on. If you think life don't want you to win, it's because you don't want to win. It's because you don't want to take the effort to step out your comfort zone and start winning, because life wants you to win, but life wants you to take action also. Life wants you to get off the couch, to get off the TV, to get off the internet, to start reading books or whatever, to cultivate your mind and bring you to that point where you can be strong and face life with boldness. Don't want to be shy with life. Don't want to be shy with life. What is that thing to be shy with life? You know, we're here to make this life free and beautiful. That's for sure. You deserve it. You deserve it. I deserve it. Everyone deserve it. We all, but everyone get what them deserve. So you got to take action. You reap what you sow. That's what it is. But you got to be willing to take the hit, and it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have to face yourself, face the demon of hate, of delay, of all that shit inside you. That's gonna have to slay them one after the other and bring back the love, the divine love, and just cooperate from that point. Just from the divine love, put love in everything you do. Always operate in a way that you feel inspired to do things to help people. That's what you need. That's what we all need, to help each other a little bit more. We are not only humans, for sure. For sure, we're not humans. We are the center of everything. Act as if. Exact. But we are not human, for sure. Don't tell me I'm human. I don't buy that. But that's what it is with us. We buy every lie, every... Like I said on Facebook yesterday, I think it's time that we freaking grow up. I think it's time that we freaking grow up and open our eyes and start telling lies to the youth and all that shit. Enough. Why can't you take responsibility for your life, for the life of your children, and tell them the truth? You know, enough the lies. We live in a society, it's filled with lies. Big deception. They created a big deception. If you fall in it, you're done. The rabbit hole in itself is a deception. Even the rabbit hole is upside up. That's what you got to realize. The whole thing is upside up. It's all fantasy. All fantasy. So if you give your vibes to it, even the researching conspiracies, the whole rabbit hole is fantasy. So hit the bottom and come back up and see the light. You know, that's what they want you to be, in the rabbit hole, so you don't see the light. When you're deep down in a rabbit hole, you can't see no light. So get out that freaking rabbit hole, see your light. And with your light, your love, your power, whatever, the divine Jah is the same for me. I just change the word sometime when I talk, but it's the same for me. But yeah, with that love, with that divine power, we can do miracles, we can do magic. That's the power you need to do your magic. That's the power you need to do your magic, is the love. So put some love inside your heart. Put a little bit of love inside your heart, and the world will be a whole different thing for you. I promise you. The moment you put that divine love inside your heart and you start shining it, you're gonna see the world differently. You're gonna feel a big relief, a big oh yeah, it's a heavy load to carry for sure. Be prepared. It's a heavy load to carry. It's not easy to carry. It's a heavy load. It's very sometime. Yesterday I was coming back from the chilling spot. I had my backpack on my back and I was listening to a song and he was saying that love is a heavy load to carry for sure, because people carry conditional love. So if you carry unconditional love, be prepared to be hit for sure. You're gonna get hit with the people that don't think love is unconditional and that we all should love each other. Oh, there's people that think war is okay and grudge and all that bad shit is okay. So you're gonna get hit for sure. But be prepared, be strong. That's why you gotta put some strength, some some substance inside, and just face life with. We're not here to shrink. That's what they want us to do, to shrink and be silent. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're pretty much all doing. We're shrinking, shy, shrink. All this stuff is very, very present. I see it every day. When I go out, if not, people would hug each other, would kiss each other, would come on. I'm sure that in certain part of this plane, there is people that have that are not like here in Canada. Here, people are so welcoming. They're very welcoming, but they're cold. They're cold. Like they don't talk to each other. You meet someone, even in a small village, it's rare that they're gonna might talk to each other, say bonjour and that. But I'm sure there's places where brothers and sisters are living in more harmony and are. It's a common thing to say hi and hug each other. And I don't know. I don't say to hug everyone in the grocery store, but it should be. I don't know. I feel like we're not so distant from each other. I feel that, and as much as we are very different, not on the outside, not on the inside, that's the thing. We all have the same love, but we think we're so different and so divided, and so we don't talk to each other, and we most of the time are oriented towards hate than love, like without knowing. Often sometimes it's not because it's hate, the way to hate someone, but it's the all that hate and fear cultivated inside of us over the years. Sometimes we take it out on people, and that's not love. Love is very, very it's very divine for me. Is the force that's behind everything that's working in nature, and so it's got to be something that we embrace for sure. But we're not in that. We are getting into that state of mind. We are getting there because most of us are coming out talking about it. What is love for us? What is love for me? I talk to you about love often. Not the first time I bring the subject of love. This is the most easiest thing to talk about for me because that's the most natural thing that I have inside is love. So, and that's I cannot. I don't have to remember anything about it. It comes out natural. That's you have to get to that point also where you cultivate enough love that you just come out natural talking about it. But often you put me back 10 years ago, I would never talk like this about love. I had no really idea what the real power of love was. I never used it, never really used it. Now I'm using it each and every day to really, also the power of love will bring you the power of attraction. All this will work together, and you attract wonderful things once you put love inside your heart. Hold on. Love. Oh, I shut it off again. Hold on. Love is spongy. Yeah, I love that. Love is spongy. Yeah, for sure. That's what you got to do, like a sponge. Let it impregnate it. Like a heavy sponge that you put in water. Let it soak all the love you can. Soak. You got to be like a sponge with love. You got to soak the maximum you can, and then you press it and you let it out. Then you bring more. You press it. You let it out. That's how you got to be with love. So you got to be like a sponge. You're really absolutely right, Suzanne. That's I totally agree with you. You got to be like a sponge, a love sponge. Maybe that's why they have a SpongeBob. SpongeBob, SpongeBob is really a little love bonhomme. Uh, for sure, there's programming behind it, but the whole but the intent is probably to program the children. But I mean that the bonhomme looks very loving. He's a sponge, so we should be like a sponge with love and really let us all the stuff come in. And once you're ready, once it's full, it might not get full in one day. You're ready to use that power and all that stuff and break from your shell and your invisible cage in one day. But at one point, you're just gonna press that sponge and just all gonna come out. And then you're going to feel relief. You're going to feel light. You're going to feel same thing as a sponge when it's relief from water. Same thing. Yeah. Christophe Colomb did not discover America. Indigens were already here. School is free only to indoctrinate our children. Not easy to talk truth with indoctrinated kids. But there's ways. Sometimes I have my daughter has a problem conceiving that the whole world is a stage. I try to tell her that it's all fantasy. It's the whole government is there to enslave us, and they're there to stage everything. But it doesn't get through her head yet. So it's not automatic that your children gonna get everything you. They have to experience it. They have to see it. I have experienced their freaking madness in my life. I know. I had to deal with the police, the government, all this. I dealt with it. So I have experience in life enough to say, hey, the whole thing is a scam. Come on. But if you're 10, 14 years old, you still not have experience in Babylon. So you don't have the pressure of Babylon still acting on you. So it's hard for you to see all those things. So you got to be really, there's a tiny window with our children to teach them the truth. And that window is not open for long. There's a certain age, I would say, before they get into the school and they really interact with their friends and that, and start their environment start affecting them, and the course in school get more into science, and they fill their brain with bullshit. Until they fill their brain with bullshit, there's a tiny window where you can work on it. And I had that opportunity with Gavin to work on that tiny window, and I got him. Gavin gets everything. Gavin is very, very. I can't wait to see what that little boy's gonna do in life. It's gonna be a real light beam, a beamer. He's gonna be a beamer for sure, a big light beam, and that's what we all gotta be, a light for each other's. And some people are in darkness. They just need a bit of light. I have the light. I have everything, the love, the light, the power, the strength, and I can transfer you all this very easily, just by you listening and getting what I'm saying here, the essence of my message, and you will pick up the vibes. And at one point you'll just say, fuck Babylon, see, I'm done with this shit, and I'm living my dream now. I'm getting in touch with my shit. And that's what I want to touch your heart. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for a joke. So I told Cindy in her comment. She said, you brought tears to my eyes in your video. I said, I hope that's what I want, to touch your heart, so you make a shift. I'm not here as a joke, and I'm very happy that it happened, because that's what I want. That's sometimes we need to shake a string inside, to wake up, to start putting our work in motion and let go of the fear and not other people think and all this stuff, what your children think and this. At one point, come on. It's your day, your time, your life. Wake up and live. Bob been saying it to me for a long time. Never really. I listened to the song Wake Up and Live for like all my life, always but you don't get you have to really feel it. You have to go deep down within yourself to really cultivate that great vibe that allows you to rise and to shine constantly. But it's not by staying in a illusion matrix world that we're gonna cultivate more of that vibe. So we really have to starve the Babylon stuff inside you, because Babylon's inside you. It's inside me. It's inside each and every one of us. The matrix in our mind. We all agree with that the matrix is in the mind. It's in the mind of people. There's no matrix outside. It's a freaking nature operating in a divine way. There's nothing holographic. The trees are not an hologram. And it's very, very divine. All the luminaries, the stars, everything is very divine. Man cannot start controlling the sun and the moon and the star. Hey. That's what they want us to think, that they have the control over everything. But all this is very, very divine. It's Jah works. It's Jah kingdom. And we have paradise. It's right there and now, but we're missing it. We're missing it because our minds are too fucked up, too twisted minds, and we miss the beauty of life. We miss the paradise that is right here, right now. That's what Gavin was saying yesterday. He said, Daddy, he was talking about paradise and stuff. He said, paradise is here right now. He said, it's just people are missing it because they think they're in hell, because their mind is confused. And that's what it is. Once you find the divine love, once you find the divine love, you start seeing the light. You might think I'm a fucking clown talking about this if you haven't seen it. If you, I don't care. Me, I've seen the light. I've seen the light and I keep seeing it and I keep my eyes on the freaking light because that world is insane. So I want to keep my eyes on the light. I don't know where you keep your eyes, but I keep mine on the light and I see the light and I see it right freaking here. The light is there. And it should be in us at all time, always shining, always ready to burst out. And, that's what I want to be, like a real, beacon of light, and cultivate that energy. But that doesn't come given to you. I am not born with this. I'm probably born with this ability, but I had to get there. I had to do it. But I go back as far as I can go back. I always been a winner. Always had the attitude of a winner. I fell into some stupid stuff that I did when I was young with friends and stuff, drugs and stuff, but the attitude of winner was always there. My core was always very, very strong. And I give thanks for that. I came in this world very, very strong. Even at a young age, I was very leader. I always been a leader. Leadership for me is a natural skill because I can't see anything else. I don't want to be a follower. I don't want to be like the rest of the herd. I gotta lead my own ship. And I always was under the impression that I had to lead my own ship. It's just I never took really the decision to lead it. I let someone else lead it. I was taking maybe a bit of ownership, but not enough to create something out of my life, to create my own thing. Something you've never seen. You have to create something the world never seen before. They might have seen a motivational speaker, but they never seen Motivation Academy. Like I told you, create something unique, be original. Be original in anything you do. Do it your way. Don't copy someone else. Just do it your way. Be inspired. Tap in the divine love. All this will come and transport you, elevate you, levitate you. It's going to do all the good stuff. But just trust in yourself also. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Me, I trust myself every morning I come here. I trust myself. I can make it. I can find the inspiration and keep going. Especially now that I stretch a bit more, I come without notes, without books, without nothing, and just you get it fresh and live and direct. That's the live thing like that makes me feel very alive, for sure. I talk so much. Huh? What are you saying? Yeah, we are our own. Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta we choose our paradise each and every day. You are your own worst enemy. This is exactly what I was telling Gavin before he leaves for the public prison, government force indoctrination camp, public school, before he left for school. Sorry, it took me a while before I find the word. I don't truly have words to truly describe these establishments, what they're... but like I told him, go in there, Gavin, and be the glitch, man. Be the glitch. Like, just have a... you're a different vibe than the other. Maybe you can inspire people. You can, wake up some people and then wake up some teachers. I said, start to talk eventually when you're ready. Just open up and tell them that. Because the whole thing about the lies we tell in school is... the lies we tell in school is mostly all the history stuff, all the stuff that has to do with reality. Like, they're not going to lie on the language, or they're not going to... The whole thing is programming, but I mean, there is some truth mixed with the lies. They cannot go send our kids to a camp, a forced indoctrination camp, and a whole bunch of lies. We would see it as parents, but we see that there's good stuff. They're learning to write. They're learning to all this stuff, to count. And so we see some good with school, but then there's the part, we're 12,000 hours, I think, in school. Like, how many is necessary to read and write? 3,000? What do you do the rest of the 9,000 hours? It's pure brainwash. Pure brainwash, and you get more brainwash than good stuff. So your children end up getting out of there fully indoctrinated, fully brainwashed. They can't think for themselves because all the freaking bullshit they've been put into their head. And that's what it is now. They're transformed into drone robots. And if you want to rescue them, it's going to be very hard. Very hard because they have to see it for themselves. They have to see it for themselves, who they are really deep down inside. And if you don't prepare them young to see that, they will probably never see it. They will probably, because the world is so on a rat race. And at one point, our children are going to get into that rat race. And they're just going to be take away with the material stuff. You know, you start to party with friends. You start to take all the bad vibration. You pick them up. That's what I've done. Pick them up all along the way. And you think they're good stuff because you're having fun. You're having fun. You're having, pleasure and leisure is distraction too. We have way too much pleasure and leisure. And that can also, that's, to be focused and to really make things advance each and every day. You have to starve that stuff. I've been a conspiracy junkie for a long time. It was downing me, that way, for sure. Till I found love and found that we were the center of everything. Exactly. Same thing for me. Ready to carry joy heavy load. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Gavin, Mr. Babylon Buster, Start a school club. That's it. Soft revolution. Start young. Exact. It's just to, like I tell him all the time, don't go to school with, I said, Gavin, that's not going to define who you are in life. You have to define yourself. And I was telling that right this morning. I said, you really have to define yourself. You're going to have at one point to step into your greatness. You're still young, have experience, go there. Like, take that as a social club or something, like you said. He said, yeah, Daddy, I like to go have fun with my friends in the backyard. He goes there to play. He goes there to play because he really doesn't give a shit. And I have problem making him do his homework. And it's not, school is not his thing at all because he sees the fucking brainwash. He's sitting in the class and he says, Daddy, it's like a prison. There's he said, there's barbed wire on the fence in the backyard. He said, are we like chickens? He said, why is there barbed wire there? He said, it's totally crazy, but all this is to program the children. And the school is there to prepare them to be workers. That's what I told them. I said, Gavin, if you're not conscious, and I said, that's the truth. Look at the neighbor. He's going rush this morning. I seen him run to his car at 6 o'clock in the morning, run back in, run back out, run back in because he forgot something, leave with his car, come, full stress. Because you don't have ownership of your life. So someone else is telling you when to get up, when to brush your teeth, when to piss and shit, when to everything. So you do everything at the expense of your life. That's it. And so I said it's very important that young you start working on your stuff and you create your own company, your own stuff, your own dream. You gotta have something, a living soul. So he's prepared for that, but we gotta tell them. We gotta teach the children. If we let them in the hands of Babylon, forget about it. Your children are gonna end up as drone robots workers and never really bring a living soul out. And you want to create. That's it. Something living inside of you, not something dead. And if you go into the overlay and get sucked in Babylon and start, sometimes even you can think, oh, my dream is to become a policeman. No, that's not your dream. That's the dream of someone else. You to become a policeman. That's what we get lost into often. When I was young, my dream was to become an astronaut. But no, that was not my dream. That was the dream of someone else. My dream is this. That's my dream. That's what I want to put forward. But that's going to take a lot of time before it comes to where I want to bring it. And I know, and I'm prepared for that, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm very, very patient. I'm like nature. I work patiently. I'm like nature, and that's what you got to be. You got to work patiently. You cannot rush things. You cannot think it's going to happen from one day to another. It might take years, 10 years, 15 years. Who cares? You're growing up. At least you're growing during that time. I'm not sitting down on my couch and doing nothing. I'm growing. I'm expanding. I'm finding out a bit more each and every day what I have to offer to the world, what kind of love, what kind of force that love can bring me, and what I can give to others, because that's what we do. We give each other strength. That's what I want here. I'm not here to, I want to build up the strength, all this stuff. Come on. Especially you girls that are always here with me. It's at one point, we're all going to be flying high. We're going to meet in the sky. We're all going to be flying. Like I'm getting there. I'm getting my wings really out now and taking flight very, very soon. I'm going to take flight. I started already. I tried what it was. But, it's to take that flight permanently, too. You want to be on the high all the time. You want to be on the high all the time with life, for sure. Life is not meant to be met on a low level of vibration and shy and I don't know if I should do this. Put my feet in the water. Fuck. Experience it. Go try it. Just like Cindy, what she's gonna do. Go try it. Worst comes to worst, you come back, but you're gonna have grown. Even if it doesn't, or if something happened, you're gonna have grown from that experience. After you're gonna turn around and do something else in a dime. That's why here, all the stuff, the strength that I built, even if this doesn't work or something, I don't see what can happen, but other than me stopping it, but I can turn around and do something else. That's the strength I want to cultivate. I always add strength, but with fear. Strength mixed with fear. So it immobilizes you. At one point, you can be very strong. But if you have fear, there's a lot of people like that. They look very strong, but you tell them to take a mic and speak to the well, and they will fucking immobilize. Like they pretend they're strong, but when it comes time to take a mic and speak in front of people, they freeze completely. They think they're gonna die. That's the fear we have, the public speaking. Then you think you're going to die. Some people think that. They think because me, that's all I'm freaking waiting for, to have a stage and a mic and wake up people and really. But I know it's not. My message is probably not going to be one to be heard. I don't know. I think maybe I'll be on YouTube forever, but I'm waiting for that too. I don't research. I'm not chasing anything. I'm not chasing anything. I'm in the dream here and now. So I'm not chasing anything. I'm not at going at. Yeah, I have goals each and every day. But I mean, I'm not chasing anything. I don't want to chase anything, chase anyone. And I let the great vibe of the divine operate. And it might take timing. I'm willing for that. It takes time. What is tough love? I have a hard time with that. Yeah, tough love. One of my boss told me that before. I was told that at two of my workplace. No, one of my workplace. My boss Tony always told me that because I was a bit rock and roll in the place. I was, I always been a guy that express himself and talk out. I had never been, if I'm end up on YouTube here talking, it's not because I have changed so much. I'm not. I just now see things differently, and I think there's stuff out there that deserve our attention, and I want to take responsibility for my life. That's all. I'm taking responsibility. That's all. It's not because I do something very impressive here. I'm just taking responsibility for my life, and that's something we should all do. We should all anyway. But that's not what's happening. Some of us are starting to pick up the pace and pick up the vibes, but the vibe is low. The vibe is low, so we got to bring the vibe up. How do we bring the vibe up? Put more love in your heart. And you cannot start waking up people to who they are and the whole divine stuff and feel God and stuff in one day. So we got to start bringing more positive vibration. It's a positive revolution powered by love and compassion. But we need more love. Just more love. Just showing each other more love. Just not fucking bad stuff, bad vibes, and harvest bad vibes. And, all this gives them energy. You fall into Babylon. The Babylon is always there in your mind. Always there in your mind, ready to accept you. Babylon has open arm for you in your arm, and she loves you so much. Babylon loves you so much. You can go back there anytime. But it's up to you to really, bring enough love, more love, more love, more love. So Babylon goes away eventually. It's not there inside you anymore. Babylon is the evil stuff. That's what I talk about. When we talk about Babylon, the Babylon Babylon, yeah, it's the system we live in, but it's also in your head because the system's in your head, the matrix, all that stuff. But the system's out there, but the matrix, talk about the matrix. Where's the matrix? Our heads. So can we free our minds? Can we be free of all this nonsense? Yeah, for sure we can. With a little bit of work on ourselves, a little bit of focus, a lot of focus, not a little bit, a lot of focus, a lot of good energy, and yeah. Goal of today: harvesting tomatoes. Never thought I could be tired of eating tomatoes. Ha ha ha. Yeah, me too. Tomatoes. I'm getting a bit fed up of eating tomatoes. I still have some coming out, and it's like now I'm making salsa and I'm freezing it because that's the tomatoes. I like to eat them, but I like to eat them raw because the good stuff is in the food when it's raw and not when it's cooked. That's another thing. People are under the impression that cooked stuff is really good for you, like soup and stuff. It's not always the best. Me, I prioritize raw. If I can eat something raw, I eat it raw. And I like to make the salsa because the salsa, I can put all kinds of spices, coriander, and it's very good for you. I planted coriander, so now they're making seeds. You should see that. I have all kinds of coriander seeds, so I smash them. I roast them a little bit, and I smash them and I put them inside the salsa with garlic, so the garlic is raw. So you get everything raw in the salsa, the onions, the pepper, and all the stuff. So I prefer stuff raw, and salsa is very good. Then I can make all kinds of stuff with it. Often I make wraps or stuff. I don't know, tortillas. That's probably the only bread I eat is tortilla pita. The white bread and the bread from the store, I try to. If I eat something, it's gonna be the big pita bread or the tortillas or stuff like that. But no, I don't because I have problem letting go of bread. That's one thing I have problem with. Bread and chips, but chips. I'm getting done. They're turning in my mouth now. I can't eat them no more. I think I've got to that point where it's enough. You do that progressively. Don't freak out with your bad habits that you have, even if you eat meat and all that. At one point, you're going to become conscious and it's going to turn in your mouth and you're just going to let it go. You're not going to be able to consume it no more. Just do it progressively. Your shift, you do that shift progressively. You don't break free from one day to another from all that nonsense. But at one point, you start realizing, hey, I'm eating blood. I'm eating, I don't know. To me, it's not very. Why and on top of that, it's dead. It's dead. It's not like you're eating the animal when it's alive. The meat has been dead for a long time, often, and you're eating it. So the animals in nature, what the fish does, he eats the worm alive. He will not eat a dead worm. The birds eat a live worm because they cannot eat dead worms. So it's good for us to have alive stuff. Maybe it's better for you to eat meat when it's alive, when it's just been killed, than when it's done into a slaughterhouse. I don't know. I'm not a meat eater, but that's what I see. It's much better for you. The energy is much better, but you get an energy. What kind of energy you get from eating a dead animal? I don't know. It's not really my thing, but for those who eat it, yeah. I don't judge anyone for their eating habits. It's up to you to make it. The whole world is in blood ritual. The whole world is performing the blood ritual of Babylon. So don't freak out. Just slowly. I don't know. At one point, to me, it's all part of love. It's all part of the divine love. Does Joe wants us to kill animals? Like, are we supposed to be killers? Is killing part of love? I don't think so. I don't feel that. I don't feel killing is love. So I don't think we've been sent here to kill stuff and to maybe kill a salad or kill an apple tree, an apple on the tree, but kill animals, kill sentient beings, something that looks you in the eye, something that have eyes like you and you can see the soul through the eyes. And I'm supposed to kill this? Take the light, but today I cannot do this no more. I'm not. I want love in my heart, and I don't want all these bad vibration also to affect me. So Yeah, goal today. That's it. Harvest tomatoes. It's time to plant garlic now for a spring harvest. Yeah, me too. I will plant garlic inside. That's my next thing. Garlic and turmeric. Turmeric. I'm gonna plant this inside. I'm gonna take my basil out. I have basil inside now because lots of tomatoes. So I better plant basil, or wifey's gonna be like, "Where's the basil?" So I plant basil, and yeah, I'm a chocolate click cacao is a plant. Ah, chocolat olique. Chocolat olique. Tu aimes le chocolat, toi? Tu aimes le chocolat, Cindy? Ben, moi aussi, je déteste pas le chocolat, je vais te dire bien franchement, mais it's not something that like. I don't know the real good. What I do, what I do, I suggest you do that if you want to, because if you eat the chocolate from Nestle or all these companies, they put poison in it. There is poison in it, dissimulated in the sugar, and sometimes it's in the sugar. That's what we have to be careful. It's written sugar, but in the sugar is transformed in a way that they put something in the sugar to really. I don't know. I can explain you scientifically everything what it is, but the alternative that I have for my chocolate taste, which I have it a lot also, is I take the raw cacao, the raw cacao powder, the most possible organic or whatever, but I think it's just a buzzword. Cacao powder, and I make avocado pudding with this. Put avocado in the blender, like 4 or 5 avocados with bananas, uh, 3 bananas, give a good taste. Add a bit of maple syrup. I put maple syrup as sweetener, just a little bit, not much. And you add the cacao to it, to your taste. And there you go. You get your chocolate pudding and you get your chocolate taste. So you don't have to eat the junk of those mega corporations that sell you dairy milk and all that shit. I used to be a lover of dairy milk. That was my favorite chocolate bar, but I've let go. I said, oh, I still have the taste of chocolate, but yeah, that pudding is very. So try it. Sugar is the most dangerous legal drug for sure. That's why it's disseminated and everything. They dissimulate stuff inside the sugar also. So we have to be very aware of this. It's a beautiful thing to see the pods hanging off the trees, and the used to make our own cacao choco. Yeah, oh, I love chocolate for sure. Suggested reading for the day. Read the book The Giving Tree by. Oh, can find it on YouTube. Oh, I'm gonna check this out. The Giving Tree, another good book to read. Yeah. So that's it. That's my. But that's my. My solution for chocolate. But there's good dark chocolate, all kinds of good stuff. There's good stuff out there. Not every, if we consume it in moderation, I don't think it can kill you. It's just people go overboard. They fill themselves with garbage stuff, and yeah, take you 10 minutes. Oh, I'll check it out. The Giving Tree, but the Sacred Mission. The Sacred Mission is very, very, it's a big eye opener. You will not see nature the same way again anymore. Not that everything is, there's lots of brainwash in his books, indeed. I seen the word globe almost 50, 60 times. At one point, I was like, is this a fucking brainwash? Ooh, globe, 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 globe. But you take what's good, you discard the rest. Maybe the man wasn't aware that the globe wasn't a globe, or the earth wasn't a globe, or maybe never. But I don't know. Sometimes it's. But yeah, it's just that I find this sometimes. But now we are aware, so we can catch the lies and stuff. But not the lies, but the unawareness of the writers. The low level of awareness of the writers. I can sense it now. I read books, or I I check. Especially the reason why I put that on Facebook yesterday is I still see a reggae musician really propagating that ball earth a lie. So I have enough at one point. I can't fucking scroll down Facebook and constantly see this and not say nothing. I cannot stay silent. So either you see it or you don't. Like, I'm not coming to shove it down your throat. I'm just putting it on my Facebook. If you see it, good. If you don't, you don't. But wake the hell up. Wake the hell up. Stop perpetuating their lies. Do we want, you know, especially the reggae singers, you're all against Babylon and Babylon, 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 but then you portray their satanic ball earth onto your shirt. Like, wake the hell up. Hey, hello. That's why we say wake the hell up, because it's freaking hell before you wake up. So I don't know. At one point, I just have enough, and yeah. And it's time to open our eyes. Time to open our eyes and to I don't know. There's something out there deserving our attention and question, and we should not be just, you know, the focus has to be on you, yeah, but on you for the good of each and every one. So it's not just on you for your own benefit. You know, it's on you for the benefit of us all. So everyone can benefit from your enlightenment, from your rising, from your moving out of the dead state. And that's what we all need. So I'm letting you go and have a beautiful day, wonderful day. Rise and shine. And big up Electric Cindy. Always a pleasure to hear you. Sue, thanks, Sue. Suzanne. La belle Suzanne. Et la belle Electric Cindy. Je suis sûr que vous êtes très jolie. I'm sure that I don't need to see you to know you're beautiful. I see your soul is very beautiful. So, same like Bozo. Where's Bozo this morning? Là? Mon chum Bozo. Probably we're going to watch later. Probably busy in Babylon. Big up Bozo. Big up everyone. And see you again. Another divine now moment. And I might be tonight at the Fairmount in Montreal to interview live and direct Belik from Danakil. I'm going to say I'm working on it. I'm working my power of attraction. So I might end up at the Fairmount. We'll see. Peace, love, white light, all. Rise and shine. I love you all, but I love you more. And shine that divine light too. Get the light, see the light, see the love, the divine love, and shine that divine love that we all so need so much. Put that love inside our heart and make it shine. Ease out.